Hi, my name is Dr. Kenny Russell. I'm here with my wife Hayley. We're from God Alive Ministries International, and we've put this daily devotion together to give you hope. We want to encourage you, for we know that the Word of God has a lot to say to you and to me. And as we make declaration of the Word, as we declare the Word together, as we speak the Word together, let us not give up meeting together, but let us encourage each other all the more as we see the day approaching. Hi, and welcome again to Word of God Speak. We're looking at the subject of worship, and it's been a real blessing, all the different topics and different angles that we've hit in this mini-series. And today we're going to be looking at Psalm 74. We're going to read from verse 3, 4 and 8, and I believe this will be a real encouragement to you today.
Turn your steps towards these everlasting ruins, all this destruction the enemy has brought on the sanctuary. Your foes roared in the place where you met with us. They set up their standards as signs. They said in their hearts, "We will crush them completely." They burned every place where God was worshipped in the land.
One of the things we want to hit on today, the enemy wants to invade your place of worship. Because the enemy knows, and we've already said this before, haven't we, that the enemy wants to have your place of worship. The devil's got schemes on how he can take over your place of worship, and that comes in all different forms. But here, in this chapter, we see that the psalmist is crying out to the Lord, and he's saying, turn your steps towards these everlasting ruins. The place of worship, the sanctuary, was in ruins, and the enemy had come in and set up their standards as signs in the place of worship. What that means is they removed the place of the Ten Commandments, they removed Aaron's rod, and they removed everything that was important to the Jewish people, and they set up their rules and their laws in place rather than God's laws. And I know that today the enemy's looking for ways on how can he get you to compromise in the place of worship. If he can stop you worshiping, he can take the power away from your life, because we need to worship in all circumstances. We have to worship right through what we're faced with. And in verse 12 it says this, "But you, O God, are my King from of old. You bring salvation upon the earth." What the Lord is looking for us to do here is to understand, the more you study through this chapter, I want to encourage you to read through Psalm 74, all of it. There is so much content within this chapter. And one of the things I picked up from reading this chapter, they didn't even refer back to personal testimony, Hayley. They went straight to the place where they had to go right to the past of generations before to grasp hold of something to take hold of. Now, it's true to say that when the enemy seeks to attack, what he wants to do is he wants you to forget as quickly as possible every victory you've had. And he wants to knock you so sideways that you can't even see in yourself any victory or anything that God's done. You can't even find any good around you. So what has to happen, and what generally happens, is we naturally go right to the past. We have to go and find another place and another platform of where God did something good.
Well, that's why God talks about building altars, and they're places of remembrance of what God has done for us in our lives, and we build altars of remembrance through praise and worship to God.
That's right.
And it's, remember what we said before, it's not at the point of salvation, it's from what Jesus has done on the cross for you now, every day, that makes the difference of where you are at today.
Yeah, so today we want to encourage you, set up an altar of worship. Until next time, thanks for watching. God bless. I want to encourage you to take advantage of Word of God Speak on the internet. Just imagine, you can watch this daily devotion at a time that suits you, and you can watch it over and over again. I want to thank you for being part of this series. Make it a daily part of your life and see, together, we can make a difference.